Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the session. I hope you all can hear me. To our pro learners, I've sent the invite. Please join. Topic is demonstrative pronouns. Just give me a minute. Okay. Yes, guys, I've sent the invite. Please join. So demonstrative pronouns is what we'll do today. We've discussed pronouns in the past and in fact, yesterday as well. So we did the personal pronouns yesterday, subject, object pronouns. The other day we did the reciprocal and reflexive pronouns. Today we'll look at the demonstrative pronouns. Okay. Okay, let's start with the first slide. Okay. Okay, Ajanta, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, read the first slide, please.
What are demonstrative pronouns? A demonstrative pronoun represents or points to a thing or things, near in distance or time. This, these. Is this your sister? Far in distance or time. That, those. Is that here or there? Here, over there. Some other words, such, neither, and none, are also used as demonstrative pronouns. Example, is X sufficient or Y? Neither is sufficient.
Good. Thank you. Just give me a minute. Some of our learners are still joining. Okay. Yes, very good. So here, the first part, what are demonstrative pronouns? Demonstrative pronoun represents or points. So what is the meaning of demonstrate? To demonstrate basically means to point or to show something, right? So here, obviously, demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative is the word that comes from demonstrate, okay? So demonstrative pronouns are represent or points to a thing or things. It can be either a singular or a plural. So near in distance, you say this and these, and far in distance or time, you say that and those. So for example, if you are close to a book and this is a very good book, okay? So that means if I say this is a very good book, you need to understand, you'll understand that the book is close to me. I'm close to the book, okay? The distance is not greater. If I say that book, can you give me that book from the shelf, means the book is a little far from you, right? So the near in distance, we use this and these, singular plural. Similarly, far in distance, we use that and those, which are the most common ones, okay? Such words, such, neither, and none are also used as demonstrative pronouns. Is this, is X number or sufficient or Y? So whatever is this is 100 rupees sufficient or 200 rupees? Let's say neither is sufficient, okay? So here again, why? Because neither, here you are reflecting to what? You are demonstrating towards the, in correspondence with the number given, X, Y. So that's why such, neither, none are also used as demonstrative pronouns, okay? All right. Let's continue. Deepika, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good
Go
evening.
ahead, read the next slide.
When do we use this and these? We
These,
use
these,
these.
yes.
We use these singular and these plural as pronouns. First, to talk about people or things near us. Example, this is a nice blouse. Second, whose plates are these? Second, to introduce people is example, this is Lisa. These are my friends Mark and Michelle. Don't just say these are Mark and Michelle. You can say this is Mark and this is Michelle, or these are my friends Mark and Michelle. Third is to introduce ourselves to begin a conversation on the phone. Example for hello, this is Mira. Can I speak to Sam? That's it.
Okay, thank you. Yes, so when do we use this and these, singular and plural? We just spoke about it. So you're talking about this is when we talk about this, we are talking about things that are near to us. And when we are talking about people, the first part is easy. So when we are talking about things, when you are talking about people, so basically when you're introducing someone, right? Let's say three of us are standing, or three people, and you have someone, you want to introduce that person to the other one. So this is Lisa. Okay, please meet Lisa. This is my friend Lisa from whatever place. So in order to introduce people, you can use that. Say these are my friends when you are talking about plural. Okay, so we don't say these are Michael, Mark and Michael. Why? Because here you can say this is Mark and this is Michael. So here what it basically means is that when you are referring to an individual, okay, you can use the singular. Okay, you can use the singular demonstrative pronoun, which is this. However, if it is plural, okay, in terms of persons, okay, people, then you'd say these are my friends Mark and Michael. You don't say these are Mark and Michael. It sounds a little vague, because it sounds like you are talking about a commodity or a thing or a material. But when we're talking about people, we don't use that. So in terms of singular, it's fine. This is Lisa, because it's one person you are referring to. When it's more than one person, you'd say these are my friends, or these are my colleagues, these are my supervisors, whatever, these are my colleagues, these are my friends. So you'll use that word and then introduce the person, rather than saying these are Mark and Michael, because it sounds like a thing that you are introducing. Okay, to introduce ourselves, to begin a conversation. Hello, this is Maria. Yes, so obviously when you're talking about yourself as and you're taking your name, I am, or this is, you can on the phone, if it is on the phone, you would say this is rather than I am. Okay, so yes, this is Maria. Can I speak to Sam? Okay, all right, let's continue.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Can you show me first slide, which
No
I
problem.
missed something?
No, it's the
Okay.
same thing. It's just a continuation of it, the introduction of this
Okay.
and those, singular and plural. That's it. Okay,
All right.
go ahead, Shivani, read the next slide.
When do we use that and those? We use that singular and those plural to talk about things that are not near us. What's that? This is our office, and that is Mark's workshop over there. Those are very expensive jackets. Second, we also use that to refer to something someone said or did. Shall we go out to eat? Yes, that's a good idea. I am getting married. That's great.
That's great. Good. Yeah. So we use that and those when we use that as singular and those as plural. We know that. To talk about things that are not near to us. The example that I gave, can you give me that book from the shelf? This is our office and that is Mark's workshop over there. So the office is close to the speaker here and the workshop is a little far. So the person is pointing to the closest thing with the pronoun this, and the one that is a little far with that. those are very expensive jackets. So you understand that the speaker is not near or close to the jackets that he or she is referring to. We also use that to refer to something someone said or did. Shall we go out to eat? Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm getting married. That's great. Wonderful. Like, we also use that when we are talking about a person. Okay, so let's say that that man, okay, or that woman, for example, you can use the demonstrative pronoun in that case. Okay.
Sir, I want to ask something.
Yeah.
Here, shall we go out to eat? So yes, that's a good idea. So here, that's we use in which sense?
That is a good
How
idea.
can we say that's here up?
Sorry.
Yeah. So here, that is a plural. Yes, that's a good idea.
That is a good idea. That's what it means.
Exactly.
That
So it's
idea of going
plural.
out is good. That's what it means.
Okay.
That is. You got it?
Yeah, I
The
know
contraction
that
of that's it. Yes.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's
I
a good idea.
understand. It's a contraction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So that's good idea is referring to the statement mentioned by the other speaker to go out for dinner. That's what it means, or to go out to eat. So that's why A and B, there are two people having a conversation. Shall we go out? I said, shall we go out? You said, yeah, that's a good idea. So that's what the response is in reference to the question that was asked. Got it, right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah. So as I mentioned, when you're talking about, people, okay, so you can use that when you're referring to someone as well. Okay. All right. Okay, let's continue with. Okay, Kavya, can you hear me? Yeah, go ahead. Read the next slide.
This tastes really good. Here, have a bite from my plate.
Here, have a bite from my plate. Yeah, absolutely. It cannot be that tastes really good, because the first sentence itself, when you say this tastes really good, basically the speaker is having something, is tasting something, right? So is eating something. So obviously the object has to be close to the speaker. So it cannot be that and these. It has to be this. That's the only option appropriate here. Okay, good. Swati, go ahead. Please continue.
I am John and these are my children. Molly and Jack. Say hello to Mrs. Thompson kids.
So can you read the sentence again? There's a full stop and then there's a continuation. So you have to read it like two statements, two sentences.
Okay, sir. I am John and these are my children. Molly and Jack. Say hello to Mrs. Thompson kids.
Yeah, very good. So this is how you read. I'm John and these are my children, Molly and Jake. Say hello to Mrs. Thompson kids. Okay, so he's asking kids to say hello to Mrs. Thompson. Yes, this is like the example. These are my friends. So you don't say, either you can say this is Molly and this is Jake, my kids, or you can say these are my children, Molly and Jake. You don't say these are Molly and Jake. You don't say that because it sounds like a thing. So that's why you need to introduce who is the person you're referring to, who you're introducing rather. So friends, children, colleagues, etc. You take the name first and then use these as a plural if it is more than one person. If it was just one person, this is my kid, Molly or Jake, whatever. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Aryan, go ahead, read the next slide.
That sounds like John.
That sounds like John. Yes, absolutely.
That sounds like John.
Yeah, very good. That is correct. That sounds like John. It cannot be this or those. One person we're talking about. Right, good. Pratap, go ahead, read the next slide. Pratap, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Those were the days.
Yeah, very good. Those were the days. There's a very famous song by Brian Adams. Those were the best days of my life. So when you talk about days, it's always referred in terms of nostalgia, right? Those were the days. Wo din the, wo achhe din the, like for example. So obviously it can be those unless you're referring to, these are the days, then if you're referring to the present situation, you can obviously use these, but here obviously the sentence indicates that the speaker is referring to the days gone by, which is past. So those were the days. Yeah. All right. Komal, can you hear me? Komal, you're on mute. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Read the next slide, page 8. I'm unable to hear you, Komal.
Yes, sir. These are bad times.
Yeah, very good. So again, as I mentioned here, if you are referring to something that is the present situation, you can obviously use these. These are bad times. It cannot be that or those are bad times. If it was those, then it would be those were bad times. So here the speaker is referring to the present context. Some of you made a mistake here. Just look at the tense. The tense itself indicates that speaker is referring to the present time, not the past. Cannot be those are bad times, right? It has to be those were. This is the are. So these are. Okay. All right. Deepak, please continue. Read the next slide. Deepak, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Here, put this on. Let us see if it matches with your friend.
Very good. Thank you. Yes, it cannot be that. Put that on, right? Because here the speaker is giving something like the probably is trying pants and shirt, right? A pant and a shirt. So that basically is trying clothes. So put this on. It cannot be that on. The speaker is giving something to the other person, and let us see if it matches with your shirt. It's probably trying clothes, and that's why the object will obviously be in the person's hand who's the speaker in this case, right? It has to be this. It cannot be that. Okay. The other Swati, can you hear me? Who's just joined?
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead. Read the next slide.
Distributive pronouns. A distributive pronoun considers members of a group separately rather than collectively. They include each, any, either, neither, and others. Example, to each his own. Besides distributive pronouns, there are also distributive determiners,
Determiners.
determiners, also called distributive adjectives. The pronouns and determiners often have the same form. First, each went his own way. Each is used as a pronoun without an accompanying noun. Second one, each man went his own way. Each here is used as a determiner accompanying
Determiners.
the
Fine.
noun man.
Very good. Thank you. Let's look at the first sentence. To each his own. What is the meaning of that sentence? To each his own. Guys, anyone? What is the meaning of that sentence? To each his own.
In Hindi, pratik ka apna, har ek ka apna, like that.
Yeah. So what does it mean when I say to each his own? Means what? Explain it to me in English. What is the meaning of the sentence to each his own? Or whatever you said in Hindi, how do you explain that in English? What is the meaning of that?
Okay. We can say every students use his. I don't know. No, it's not right.
When you say to each his own can be anything, right? So basically, think, guys, what is the meaning? Yeah.
Has his own whatever.
Every
Very good.
students to each his own use instruments or equipments like that.
No, that's not what the meaning is. Yeah,
What's
someone else was saying something. Everyone has what?
Thinking.
Sir,
So thinking
everyone
about the
people things or whatever.
Guys, one person at a time. I can't hear two people talking at the same time. Yeah. Go ahead. Someone was saying something. Yeah.
Everyone, people are his own dream aims.
Very good. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's close to what the meaning is. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. It's someone else was saying something. Go ahead. So let's say, for example, if I say
Like
Yeah.
every person, each person his own thinking. Like
yeah, absolutely. That is also correct. That is correct. So basically, like for example, if I say I don't care about politics, but to each his own, basically means what? It means that people are free to like different things. Simple. To each his own means people are free to make their own choices and people are free to like different things. I don't care about politics or I don't like politics, but to each his own. If I say that, means that although I am not, I don't have much interest in politics, but to each his own, meaning everyone is free to have their own likes and dislikes. That's the simple meaning of the word, of the phrase to each his own. Okay. So here, when you're talking about the distributive pronouns, considers members of a group separately rather than collectively. Okay. So let's say, for example, in a group, Swati, you'll need to be on mute. Thank you. Yeah. Some sound in the background. Yeah. So when you talk about distributive pronoun, basically considers members in a group separately rather than collectively. What it basically means is that when you refer to that group, you don't refer to them as a collective group. What I mean is that those students, these students, those cars, those individuals, these individuals, those people, you don't refer to them in that particular way in terms of a demonstrative pronoun, where collectively you are referring to, you are referring to them as one. That's not the case. Distributive pronouns are basically each, any, either, neither, others. So here you're talking others, although it's plural, considered one. When you look at the sentence, you'll understand. So the first sentence we just discussed, to each his own, मतलब हर एक की अपनी अपनी choices होती है और हर एक इंसान free है अपनी choices को लेकर. You are free to do what you want. I don't like something, but you are free to do if you want to. So that to each his own. Besides distributive pronouns, there are also distributive determiners. Okay, so determiners we have discussed in the past. Basically, anything that determines it. It can be articles. It can be the quantifiers. There are a lot of things that come under the umbrella of determiners. So here, let's say the pronouns and determiners often have the same form. Yeah, each went his own way. Each here is used as a pronoun without an accompanying noun. Okay. Why? Because what is the meaning of his of the sentence? Each went his own way.
in Hindi we can say सब अपने अपने रास्ते चले गए.
Exactly, that's right. सब अपने अपने रास्ते चले गए. That's exactly right. So here, basically, when you talk about sub or each, basically means that here it's used without any accompanying noun. So when you say, what is the meaning of without any accompanying noun means? किसी एक particular yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yes, sir. Because we are using each here for any noun. Someone went out. So there are so many.
So specifically नहीं बोल रहे हो आप किसी के बारे में. That's what you mean. Yeah, correct. Right. That's right. That's right. So when I say each went his own way, means that in a group of 10, okay, in a group of 10, when I say each went his own way, meaning I don't have to mention that each one of those 10 went their own way. Not needed. I know I'm talking about a group of 10, that same group. And if in that group, every individual went their own way, the simple way of saying that is each went his own way or her own way, whatever, if it's a group of, guys or girls, whatever. Each man went his own way. Here, each is used as a determiner accompanying the noun man. You see the difference when you use the demonstratives and the determiner rather. That's the difference here. There are also distributive determiners. So the difference between the first and the second sentence is, in the first sentence, I repeat, अगर 10 लोगों का ग्रुप है और मैंने कहा each went his own way, मतलब मुझे किसी नाउन की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि मैं उन 10 लोगों के बारे में बात कर रहा हूं और वो 10 लोग इंडिविजुअली कहीं चले गए. इन द सेकेंड वे, इन द सेकेंड वन, ईच मैन वेंट हिज ओन वे अगर स्पीकर कहता है तो हियर each is used as a determiner accompanying the noun man. So here each cannot be used as what? It's not a pronoun in this sense. What is explained here is used as a determiner. क्यों? क्या डिटरमिन कर रहा है? Man, exactly, very good. Man. So here you are determining the man. So each man went his own way. So this kind of works like, this kind of works like the articles when you're talking about a person, or you're talking about indefinite articles where that also comes as when you use it as determiners. So here that's the basic difference given here. In the first one, there's no accompanying noun. In the second one, there is a noun. That's why you use each as a determiner. Simple. That's the explanation here. Okay. The first part, when you talk about, others, like, for example, I don't have any opinion on this matter. You may consult others. Okay. Let's say if I make this sentence, I don't have any opinion on this matter. You may consult others. When I use this word others here, okay, just a minute, you may, or you can, okay, you can consult others, or you might want to consult others, whichever way, it's fine. So when you use others as, referring to individuals, others meaning individuals, that's when you can use it as a pronoun in that case. Okay. So those were the examples here: each, any, either, neither, and others. Okay. So others, when rather than using it as a collective, others matlab alag alag logo ke bare mein aap separately bol rahe ho. I don't have any opinion about this. You may consult others. Others in the group. That's what I mean by that. Okay. So that's when you call it a distributive pronoun. So rather than looking at a group collectively, you look at individually. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Give me a minute, guys. Okay. Anyone who's just joined? Okay. Anamika, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Read the next slide.
To each their own.
That's correct. Exactly the same sentence we just discussed. Dipali, go ahead. Read the next slide.
Sorry.
What happened? To each his own. It's correct. There, it cannot be there. It's about individuals. So to each his own. No problem. Dipali, go ahead. Read the next slide.
Do you want to eat Chinese or Italian? Mary.
First one, sir.
Either.
Go ahead, Dipali, read it again. Yeah.
Adam, do you want to eat Chinese or Italian? Mary, either is fine with me.
Either, both the right pronunciations. So yes, do you want to eat Chinese or Italian? Either is fine with me. Either is fine with me. I prefer to pronounce it as either. Either is fine with me. So either Chinese or Italian is fine with me. Bolne ki zarurat nahi hai. Why? Because in the first sentence, the speaker, the person asking you a question is already mentioned or already given you the options, right? So you don't need to use the names again. So in order to avoid repetition, you can use either. Either is fine. So here again, it becomes a demonstrative one. Why? Because rather the distributive one where you're talking about either one of the two is fine with me. Okay, good. Let's continue. Yes, the other Dipali, go ahead. Read the next one.
John and Mary are
Mary,
both filled out.
naam hai wo. John and Mary. Yes, go ahead.
John and Mary are both still out. Is either going to come to the dinner then?
Good. Fair enough. Thank you. John and Mary both out. Both still out. Abhi tak bahar hai. Is either going to come to dinner then. Okay. Dinner par dono mein se koi bhi aa paayega ki nahi. That's the question asked here. Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's go back to Kavya. Go ahead. Read the next slide.
Do you like the blue car or the red one? I did not like either.
Did you like the blue car or the red one? I did not like either. Yes, मुझे दोनों में से एक भी पसंद नहीं आया. So that's what it means here. Okay. Ajanta, go ahead. Read the next slide.
Shall I sit at this end of the boat or the other boat? You can sit at both ends. Sorry, that is wrong. Either.
Yeah, either, absolutely. Read the sentence again. Read the entire sentence.
Shall I sit at this end of the boat or the other end? You can sit it either end.
You can sit at either end. Okay, you can sit
Yes,
at either
either.
this end or that end. Both are fine in this case. Okay. Aryan, go ahead. Read the next one. Can you hear me, Aryan? Aryan, I'm unable to hear you. You're not on mute, but I'm not able to hear you. Just check the volume. Yeah. Yeah, I'll come back to you. There's no sound. Maybe just disconnect and reconnect. Pratap, go ahead. Read this sentence.
Yes, sir. Were the boys happy after the party? Yes, they were elated. Each was given a return gift.
Good. Each was given a return gift. Absolutely. Elated, matlab bahut khush ho jana. Very happy, basically. When you are elated, so happy, can be elated. Basically, is extremely happy. Happy, yes, you feel good about something, but elated basically means that you are extremely happy, overjoyed. Okay, that's the meaning. All right. Deepika, go ahead. Read the next slide.
Yes, sir. Maria, which cricket team are you placing your bet on today?
Bet.
Bet on today, Adam. I am not sure. Either could win.
Either could win. Absolutely correct. That's correct. Just give me a minute, guys. Yeah. So which cricket team are you placing your bet on today? Adam, I'm not sure. Either could win. Okay. Yes, either that team or this team could win. That's correct. Anamika, go ahead. Read the next slide. Should be the end of the topic.
Yes, ma'am. Mary, which route should I take? A or B? Adam, whichever will lead to the railway station. Sorry, sir. Either होगा मैंने fill up नहीं किया. Adam, whichever either will lead to the railway station.
Lead.
Lead.
Yes.
Lead to the railway station.
Which route should I take? Whichever. Okay. Either will lead to the railway station. इसका मतलब है दोनों में से कौन सा भी route आप ले लो, दोनों जो है either this or that will lead to the railway station. Okay. Okay. Right. So we had anyone has any question about the topic before I proceed with another thing that I wanted to discuss? I think it should be pretty clear with regards to the topic that we discussed. Okay?
Sir, can explain again? I was late in the class. So
we've basically done the demonstrative pronouns, which are, what are demonstrative pronouns? The singular ones, this, these, and that, and those. Okay. And then we discussed some sentences from where you joined, the either, each. That was basically this. You must have seen this slide, right? Okay. You saw this distributive pronoun slide, right?
okay, sir.
Yeah, that's it. So each, every, each, either, any, neither, others. These are the words that we discussed. इसके पहले जो discuss किए वो demonstrative pronouns थे. This book, that book. What is the difference between when I say this book and that book?
Okay. Near, if the book is near, then
Very
this.
good.
If far, then that.
Absolutely. And similarly, that and those. Okay.
Yeah.
Or these and those, rather.
These and those. If
Yeah,
there
that's
are more than two, then these.
More than one, two. Yeah. So
Sorry,
plural. Yeah.
Two. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. All right, guys. So we had another class today at 2 p.m. Unfortunately, I was not able to take it due to a commitment. So the topic was basically different types of nouns. We will do that topic later. Okay. But still, since we have time, can someone tell me what are the broad categories of nouns? One person at a time. Give me one type of a noun, and then the other person can continue. What are the different types of nouns? I'll ask individually. Give me a minute. I'll ask individually. Shivani, give me one type of noun. Broad category of noun.
Okay, firstly, I should give a definition of noun.
No, I don't want you to give me a definition of
Types
noun.
of-
We all understand. Just a type of noun. One type only. Okay.
Okay. Proper noun. Proper noun. Proper noun.
Proper noun. Okay. Thank you. Swati, give me one type of noun.
Sir, abstract noun.
Abstract noun. Very good. Thank you. Directly jump to the abstract. Okay, good. Anyone else? Okay. Anamika, give me one type of noun.
Actually, sir, right now I also know 3 noun. Not remembering right now.
No problem. That's fine. Anyone else?
Okay.
Any other type of noun?
Collective noun, sir.
Sorry?
Common noun. Common noun.
Collective, common.
I don't know what you mean by active noun. Common noun. Fair enough. Yes. Broader category is what we're
Collective
talking.
noun.
Collective noun. Excellent. Very
Collective
good.
noun, sir.
Any other?
Sir,
Pronoun. I'm talking about the types of noun, guys. Keep the
material noun,
pronouns.
sir. Sir, material noun.
There's no word like a material noun. No, that's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Proper
Guys, keep the
noun.
pronouns away.
noun.
We've already, this abstract noun is already mentioned by someone.
Proper
That's
noun.
fine. Proper noun is fine. Okay, good. Yeah. So let's first look at the common nouns, because the reason we call them common nouns is why? Because we discuss the common nouns. These are commonly discussed nouns. That's why we call them common nouns, right? Let's look at the common nouns first. Just give me a minute, guys. I need to share something with you. Okay. Yes. So in the English language, you will come across words. So basically, first and foremost, a noun that names something, such as a person, place, thing, or an idea, is called as a noun. That's a simple thing. Okay. So nouns can either play the role of a subject, direct object, indirect object, complement, adjective as well at times. Okay. So the different types of nouns, basically you come across a wide variety of types of nouns. However, the broader categories is what we call them, is what we'll look at right now. Okay. First and foremost, the nouns can also name things, although sometimes they may be intangible things, such as what? Concept, ideas, activity, processes. These are can be called as intangible. What is the meaning of tangible and intangible? What is the difference between tangible and intangible, guys? What is the meaning of the word?
That cannot be touched.
Very good. Very good. Tangible. So ideas is what we call as intangible. Okay. Thoughts, processes can be called. So something that is perceptible by touch is called tangible, and the opposite is intangible. Something that cannot be touched or felt, right, is called intangible. So when we talk about the nouns, that is also important, because concepts can be called as intangible, right? Activities or certain processes can be called intangible. You cannot touch or feel them, but that is an idea or a concept that can be called intangible. Sometimes, some might even be hypothetical or imaginary things that can also be used as, like, for example, the word freedom. Okay. What is the word freedom? You consider the word freedom as what type of a noun is the word freedom? Can anyone tell me?
Abstract noun, sir.
Okay. Anyone else thinks the other way around? But, we have freedom in our country. So how can that be an abstract noun? I'm asking you. I'm not saying your answer is right or no.
Intangible.
Fair enough. That's fine. But we don't have a type of intangible noun. Is what abstract nouns is closely resembles. But yes, anyone else thinks freedom is any other type of a noun?
I thought that it's abstract noun.
That's fine. Correct. You're right. Absolutely right. So, yes, that is correct. You all are right. It's an abstract noun. I was just asking if anyone has any doubt or thinks any other way, any other noun. So yes, you all are right. Freedom is an abstract noun. Although we live in a free country, it's an abstract noun, because why? In reality, are we free? In reality, yes, you can say that the nation is free. You have a great degree of freedom, and that's what that's what we are, a free country, and obviously in a free world, rather, not just country, and we should be happy about it. Obviously, we are not enslaved or we are not bounded by anything per se. But in reality, why do we consider freedom as an abstract noun? Is because it refers to the idea or concept that does not exist in the real world, like, it cannot be touched. So that's why it's considered as intangible. So that's why we call freedom as an abstract noun, because somewhere or the other, somewhere down the line, some way or the other way, we are bound by certain things. We cannot say that we have absolute freedom about everything, right? So that's why freedom is a concept and an idea that we all aspire. We aspire to have maximum freedom, but that again remains as a concept or an idea. So that's why it's considered as an abstract noun. Okay, you cannot, you can probably feel it, but you cannot touch it, right? So that's how it is. So yes, the first category we will discuss is the common nouns. Now, why? Give me some examples. Each one of you can, each of you can give me an example of common noun. Give me some examples of common nouns.
Boy,
Cow, boy,
animal,
girls.
Yeah. Give me one example. Give me one example, then allow others to give the examples.
I have
Sorry?
given 3
Yeah,
or
no
4.
problem. Yes, others, guys. I want everyone to answer. So give one and then, yeah.
Count.
School, college.
Guys, there's a lot of sound in the background. One person at a time, please.
Man.
Yeah.
Crowd.
Okay. Go ahead. I want maximum names.
Country.
Very good. Very good.
District.
Orange, banana.
Good. Thank you.
Kindness.
Thank you. That is correct.
Fruit.
Good. That's fine. Fair enough. Thank you. So when we talk about the common nouns, okay, when we talk about the common nouns, we can break the common nouns, or generic nouns is also what we call the common nouns, can be broken down into 3 subtypes, basically. Okay, 3 subtypes. One of those subtypes is the abstract noun, which we'll discuss. The three subtypes, what I mean is, 1, concrete nouns, abstract nouns, and collective nouns. Okay, let's look at the abstract noun first that we already discussed. Okay, 1, we just discussed freedom. Give me some other abstract nouns, names of some other abstract nouns.
Happiness.
Okay.
Angry.
Yeah, one. Give me one, guys. Give me one. If you've given me one, allow others to give one. Okay. Yeah. Childhood. Okay. I want maximum number of learners to participate. So give me one and then allow others to answer. Yes. Go ahead, guys. I want everyone to give me one abstract noun.
Honesty.
Okay. Fair enough.
Joy, laughter, youth.
One, guys.
Okay, sir. Laughter.
One. Yeah. Fair enough. Thank you. Anyone else, guys? Please give me. I want maximum participation. So that's why I give me one. Sorry?
Loyalty, sir.
Duality. Okay. Yeah. You said duality?
No, sir. Loyalty.
Loyalty. Okay.
Honesty.
Okay. Fair enough.
Happy.
Yeah. Anyone else, guys?
Poverty.
Poverty. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Tiredness. You sure?
Yes, sir.
Democracy.
Yeah. Good. Democracy. Yeah. Good. Democracy. Yes. Absolutely. Although we live in a democracy. Yes.
But so how can we say poverty and democracy is an abstract noun?
I'll come to that. Come to
Okay.
that. Yes. Anyone else?
Sir, beauty.
Beauty is an abstract noun. Do you think so? Do you think beauty is an abstract noun?
Truth. False.
Truth. Yeah. Fair enough.
False.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Fair enough. We have a good number of examples. So that's fine. Okay. All right. Now. Okay. Well, what? That's fine, guys. That's fine. We will discuss the examples later. Okay. So what do we understand from the word abstract noun? Okay. Now, when you talk about abstract nouns, basically is something that cannot be perceived by the senses. Okay. Cannot be perceived by the senses. So that's why, for example, even a word like courage, okay, is an abstract noun. Courage can't be seen, heard, or sensed by any other way. But we know that it exists. Okay, Similarly, poverty, democracy, okay, these are also words that you can consider as abstract nouns because similarly, okay, we know it exists, but you cannot be perceived by senses. That's the simple definition of an abstract noun. Okay, got it? Anyone has any doubt about this till now, whatever I explained in terms of the abstract nouns? Something that cannot be perceived by senses is what we call as abstract nouns. Similarly, the words that we just mentioned, a lot of different words what were those? Bravery, someone said courage, joy, happiness, okay, kindness, beauty. Beauty is right. Now, beauty, someone said beauty. Beauty is right. You can consider that as an abstract noun by senses, basically, okay? Something that cannot be perceived by senses is what we call as an abstract noun. Let me ask you all a couple of questions and tell me whether those are abstract nouns or no, okay?
I want to say something. So
Yeah.
in other word, we can say intangible things are abstract noun.
Intangible, yes, that's correct. That is correct. That is correct. Absolutely. What about the word rhythm? Is rhythm an abstract noun or no?
So abstract noun.
Yes, sir.
Abstract noun. Why is it an abstract noun?
But we can listen, but cannot touch it. Rhythm.
Sorry, I didn't hear you clearly.
Sir, we can listen any rhythm, but we can't touch it.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Anyone else? Yeah, good. That's fine. Truth, danger, happiness, the same thing, right? Yeah, so you're right. Rhythm is an abstract noun because you can kind of feel it. You can feel the rhythm, but you cannot touch it, right? You cannot touch it with, so it does not have a form per se. So that's fine. That's correct. You can feel the rhythm. You can understand the rhythm, but you cannot touch it, right? So that's why rhythm can be considered as an abstract noun, which is correct. What about the word, let's say, let me ask you something that is probably a little tricky. Wisdom. What about wisdom?
Yes, sir. Abstract noun.
Abstract noun. Okay, fair enough. What about the word, let's say, pleasure? Pleasure as the word.
Abstract noun.
Sir, abstract
Sure.
noun.
Sure,
Yes, sir.
abstract noun.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
But
sir.
you can feel the pleasure, right?
Please.
Yes.
When you do something, then why is it? So you're sensing it, right? But why is it an abstract noun? You all are right, but why is it considered as an abstract noun?
Because sir, we can feel this, but we can't touch.
Yeah, very good. So what we understand from the abstract nouns is that abstract nouns refers to something that is not a concrete object. Simple. That's
Yes.
why it is defined as a noun that denotes an idea, quality, or state. Remember this: idea, quality, or state rather than a concrete object. So that's why when we look at the words like truth, danger, happiness, rhythm, poverty, beauty, okay, these are things that you cannot, something can be beautiful that you can see, okay? But what is beautiful? Is beautiful a noun?
Common noun.
It's a noun.
Beautiful a noun?
Beauty is a noun.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How is beautiful a noun, guys?
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, beauty is a noun.
Beauty is not beautiful, not a noun.
What is beautiful?
It's not a noun. It's adjective.
Beautiful is a
Adjective.
noun and beauty is an adjective.
Guys, one person at a time. Why are you all getting confused? Beauty
Right.
is a noun. Beautiful is what? Beautiful is not a noun. What is beautiful?
Adjective.
Adjective, exactly. Beauty is a noun and beautiful is an adjective, right? So that's that's the example that I gave. You cannot have beauty as a concrete object. That's why we consider it as an abstract noun. However, beautiful, you can say that something looks beautiful, right? A painting looks beautiful. So that is a concrete object. So that's why when we talk about the word beautiful, it's not a noun. That's why it's an adjective. So that's why beauty is an abstract noun. You can consider beautiful as an adjective because it defines the quality of something which can be a concrete object. You can see it, right? That's why it's not a noun, it's an adjective, okay? Similarly, let's say, what about the word?
Sir, so you are saying that beauty is a concrete noun.
No, I said beauty is an abstract noun is what I just said, and beautiful is an adjective is what I said. Got it? Beautiful is not a noun. Beautiful is an adjective is what I said. And beauty is a noun.
Okay, but I want to understand what is difference between beauty and beautiful.
I just explained the difference.
Can I give example?
Yeah, go ahead.
We can use beauty for a human. What a beauty! If you see a beautiful girl, a gorgeous girl, you can say, "What a beauty you are."
No,
but you can't say beautiful.
No, why not? You can say that. You can say that, right? You can also say that. So the difference, when you ask what is the difference between beauty and beautiful, beauty is a quality, a combination. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, go ahead. You were saying something. Go ahead.
For beautiful, we have to add a noun, add the name of the person. But for beauty, if we don't add any name, it's okay.
Okay, fair enough. No, although I didn't quite understand completely what you're trying to explain, but I got parts of it. That's fine. Yeah. So what is the question? The question is, what is the difference between beauty and beautiful? Guys, when you are defining something, when you are describing something, what is an adjective? Simple question. Shivani, what is an adjective? You asked the question, what is the difference between beauty and beautiful? What is an adjective? What is the definition of adjective?
Adjective is a describing word. Which is describing noun or pronoun.
No. Describing word. Yeah, exactly. Noun or pronoun. Fair enough. So when I say this painting is beautiful, what am I describing?
Beauty.
Exactly.
Someone's beauty.
So what is getting modified? This painting is beautiful. What noun is getting modified?
Painting.
Beauty is modified right now.
No. Why are you getting confused? My sentence, guys, let her answer. Don't confuse her. The sentence that I gave you is this painting is beautiful. What is the noun that I'm modifying?
Painting.
Guys, I said allow her to answer. I'm clarifying someone's doubt. Allow the person to complete. Shivani, what is the noun that is getting modified in this sentence? This painting is beautiful. Painting. So what is the noun in this sentence? Painting is a noun.
Painting. Yeah.
And what is the word beautiful?
Adjective.
Adjective. Okay. Now the same. I'll give you another sentence. Okay. The painting is okay. That place, or give me another example. The place has amazing. Okay. The place or that place is filled with amazing natural beauty. Here, what is the word beauty used as?
Can you repeat this sentence?
Yeah. The place, or let's say any XYZ place, has amazing natural beauty or has incredible natural beauty. That place has the place has incredible natural beauty. What is in this sentence? I want you to tell me. First tell me what is the word incredible used here as?
Incredible. It's incredible is I think adjective here.
Okay. What is the noun in this sentence? The place has incredible natural beauty. You're right. Incredible is modifying which word here? Which is the noun in this sentence?
The place.
That place.
Place. Very good. So modifying. So here, yes. What about the word natural? Natural is what?
Natural. Natural is a noun, I think.
Natural can be used as a noun, but here not in this case. Okay, here in not in this case. When, like for example, when you talk about someone's
natural,
ability.
Incredible. I think natural, incredible, both are adjective.
Correct. And what is the last word? Beauty in this case.
So beauty.
You're right till now. So for the first place, the place has incredible natural beauty. Incredible and natural both are adjectives in this case. Place and beauty are both nouns in this case. Okay. So when you talk about the difference between beauty and beautiful, when you use the word beautiful, it is used as an adjective because it is used as a describing word. But when you use the word beauty, it is a noun because it talks about the qualities of something. It is not a describing word. It is a combination, a quality of whatever shape, form, size that appeals to your senses. But it is not a describing word because it is not describing the place here. The place is being described by incredible natural beauty. Okay. So that's the difference. Yeah. You can also use the word natural as a noun when you refer to someone as, like, for example, some people are natural at doing something. Like, for example, he is natural when it comes to football. This is the sentence where I've used the word natural as a noun, not as an adjective. Here I'm talking about the person being natural when it comes to football, means that the person has a inborn or has an innate gift or talent for a particular thing, which is football in this case. Okay. So that's the difference between using beauty as a noun and beautiful as an adjective. You got it? The difference?
Yeah, I understand now.
Okay.
Got
Good.
it,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you. So guys, don't get confused. There are certain words where you will understand that the word stems from the noun. However, the difference is in the usage. What are you modifying is a simple hint. Are you modifying the noun? Are you describing the noun? That's how you look at a particular sentence. So we'll keep it to the abstract nouns when we discuss the other nouns next time, like the collective nouns and the concrete nouns, which are also a part of the common nouns. Okay, is when we'll discuss that. So at the moment, I'll let it be. We don't have much time, so that's why I'll keep it at this. So just remember, there are these abstract nouns which refer to the, which does not have a concrete form. Okay, we refer to those as ideas, concepts. Something that is intangible is what we call as an abstract noun. So in your free time, when you have time over the weekend, just go through some abstract nouns and try and make some sentences and practice as many abstract nouns as possible. Okay. So I'll leave it to that. Have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you guys on Monday afternoon. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.